Hello. So let's understand what is a linked list. Now linked list and array. There are two different types of storage we have. Array is a contiguous block of memory as can be seen here, and we normally declare it by saying int arr 10. So the size of 10 is stored for array. But the thing is, in case we need more than 10 numbers, we will need to do something more because we need to declare before we start using in C programming language. So if we need 20, we need to declare it in the beginning as 20. We can't decide at runtime, oh, I want my array to be longer. So one challenge about array is that it is fixed in length and is not dynamic in nature. Linked list, on the other hand, is a kind of dynamic storage. What happens is, as you can see here, the same three numbers are stored in a list. It looks like a train. The P list is the header, and then every node contains the information 27, 25, 23, and every node also contains a pointer pointing to the next bogie. Pointer pointing to the next bogie such that this train is connected to each other. Now if I want to insert a new node, it's a very simple task of making a new box and connecting the arrow. In the case of the array, if I want to go beyond 10, I could not have done it. Now array is an inbuilt data type, but when we say linked list, we need to make our own structs. How do we make a struct? We will say struct node. We open the curly brace, and in this we will say what all data should be there in this. So we say there's an int info, and then there's a pointer called next. Now what's the data type of the pointer? We say star because it's a pointer. And what does it point to? These green arrows which you see, what do they point to? Now this arrow points to this box. This arrow also points to this box. So this next is actually pointing to a box of the type struct node. And this is the essential initial declaration which you have to do. After this, we need to declare a variable for linked list, and we'll normally do it by saying struct node star pnew. Let's say a new variable pnew, which is a pointer to a struct node, as can be seen in this box here. A pointer to this box which contains 23 and the next pointer. And we also need one function which is included in the header file malloc.h, which is malloc is the name of the function. It takes the size of how much memory you want, and it returns a pointer. So we could essentially say, pnew is equal to, and we could have said malloc size. So when we say pnew is equal to malloc size, a particular amount of memory is allocated into pnew. How exactly it will be done, we will see in the exercises. But the idea right now is to understand the comparison between array and linked list. Now, arrays have advantages. For instance, if we want to insert something at the very end of the array, it is very easy. Yeah. But the challenge is if I want to insert, let's say 20 in the middle of this array, then I will need to shift, if I'm keeping it in descending order, I will need to shift 19 here, and then I can put 20 here. If I wanted to insert 26, I will need to shift everybody one step side, and then I will have to put 26 here. So the need for shifting is there in case you insert in the middle. But in the case of a linked list, in case I make a new node, Control C. So in case I make a new node, let's say with the number 26. So all I need to do is realign the arrows. So I need to create an arrow which points from here to here. And I will need one more arrow which will point from 26 to 25. So it's just a question of assignment statements which rearrange the arrows. There is no need to shift everything. And especially when there are some 50-60 numbers and you have to insert the number into the middle of the array, it can become quite cumbersome. And in case we want to insert in the middle of a linked list, is much more convenient. So essentially, two advantages we straight away see. One is the ability to have dynamic memory allocation in linked list, and the second is that insertions may be smarter and faster when we use linked list. But what is the drawback? The drawback is the memory utilization. So if suppose we had just 4 numbers in an array, we still need to store 10 positions. So the size would have been 10 into 2. Let's say the size would have been 20 bytes. But in the case of linked list, for 4 numbers, we will need 2 bytes each for keeping the info, which is 4 2s are 8, and similarly for the pointer, so 16 bytes. 16 bytes. So if you look at the scheme of things, when we are not using it too much, then obviously linked list memory allocation is much lesser. But after a certain threshold, it becomes too much. For instance, in case we had 10 nodes of an array, the size would have still been 20 bytes. But when there are 10 nodes in the linked list, we would have had 20 plus 20, 40 bytes. So in the case the size is same, obviously the linked list will be bigger, because every time it has to keep an additional pointer variable along with the info variable. So it has to keep more memory. So there is some comparative advantages of linked list, and there are some advantages for arrays also. So we will now do 2 exercises. They are simple exercises. One will try to create a linked list where every time we will insert the node at the end of the linked list. And the second exercise will try to insert the new nodes in front of the linked list. So thank you.